What is going on, YouTube? Crobat for the win here, bringing you an SU tier match versus HydreigonMaster635 on YouTube. Now, what the heck is SU? It's basically the borderline tier between Ubers and OU that HydreigonMaster635 created. So Pokemon like Manaphy, Genesect, Blaziken, Tornadus, T are allowed in this tier. Soldew, Latios, Latias. So yeah, we both brought a Rain team. Just Rain is very effective in SU, where you have Genesect, Tornadus T with Hurricane, etc. Manaphy. So yeah, like I said, I leave it. Bill Nye, the science guy. As he goes for a Protect with his Politoed. Now, I go for the U-turn the second turn. It's going to take him to about half his health, as I'm going to go into Manaphy, because I predicted a Scald. Now here, I thought, alright, even if he gets a burn, I have the rest, so I'm not that scared of it. Now, I'm going to go for a Surf, because I was actually predicting his switch. He predicted a Tail Glow, so he went for the Perish Song. That was a pretty decent play on his part, but like I said, predicted the switch. Alright, so Perish Song count falls. I'm going to switch out, because I really don't want to take more Scalds right now, not while the Perish Song's up. And he went for a Protect, so that worked out pretty well. Anyways, this is my Latias. It has Soldew, so I thought maybe Dragon Pulse would KO, but not quite. This isn't really as offensive, so I guess that kind of makes sense. Oh well, now I have a Toxic Poison Latias. Not like it really matters, because this thing does have Roost to help regain some HP. And I predicted a switch into Genesect, so I'm like, alright, I'll just go for the Dragon Pulse just to get some damage on it. There's no harm in getting some damage on Genesect. And I knew it would do just under half. So I'm going to switch into Manaphy, predicting the U-turn. I know Manaphy can take U-turns really well, just because it's kind of defensive. I mean, it's not a defensive behemoth, but, you know, it has 100 base defense, which is pretty acceptable. Anyways, he goes into Tornadus T, and I'm like, something is just going to die. Politoed, you're the most useless, you're going to die. Yeah, and he gets a Confusion just to top it off. So yeah, he's Life Orbed, I see that. His Hurricane's 100% accurate. I just have to fodder something. Goodbye, Frog and Toad. Alright, so I'm going to go into AC/DC, going to go for the Prankster Thunderwave. I'm like, this is my only chance of taking this thing out. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I actually got the Paralyze right there. That worked out pretty well. So yeah, I'm going to just go for that Thunder, take that thing out. Wow, that was actually quite impressive. So anyways, he's going to go into his Kabutops. So I know this thing would probably outspeed naturally most of my team. So I'm like, alright, I'm just going to get a Thunder Wave off on it. Hope maybe I'll get a pair hacks, but I don't. So he's going to kill Thundurus, but Thundurus did a really nice job taking out one of his Pokemon and crippling another. I just know that was great. So anyways, I go into Bill Nye, the science guy. Go for a Bug Buzz, because I'm like, I'm going to predict him to switch. I'm not going to go for the Thunderbolt. And, yeah, I thought maybe he'd go into Ferrothorn there. That didn't work out, though. And I really don't want to stay in against this Ferrothorn. I didn't know he'd go for a Power Whip. I thought he'd go for a Thunder Wave there, so that's why I switched into Latias. Anyways, I'm going to go for a Roost, because I'm getting close to half health. I really like my Latias to be as healthy as possible at the moment. Anyways, he sets up some Spikes, which is going to be a little bit of a pain for Genesect, which is grounded. Not grounded, like, grounded for 3 months. I mean, you know what I mean. It doesn't have Levitate or anything. So I'm going to go into Manaphy, because I'm like, this thing could probably take a Power Whip pretty well, right? And I can just get a rest off. Well, it's going to gain all its health back. That's a good thing, right? Goes for a Power Whip, and it does about 70-80% probably there, just because you got a maximum damage, after leftovers anyways. So I'm going to say, maybe I can wait until he misses a Power Whip. That's very likely. There's a 15% chance of him missing. And he's going to go for a bunch of these. So I'm like, yeah, I think he could miss eventually. Well, thank goodness for hydration. That's all I can say. He's going to switch out now because he's realized he's going to miss eventually. He's going to go into Genesect. And I'm not going to predict that because, honestly, I'm not over-predicting during this play. It's just not worth it. I can't lose this Manaphy. This Manaphy can take on Genesect, except for the Thunderbolt. Or Thunder, because this is a Rain team. Anyways, he does go for the Thunder. So Donphan is just about to do some work here. He takes the Thunder really well, obviously, because it's immune. I go for the Rapid Spin to get those spikes away. That's really helpful. Now he's going to go into this thing. I was fearing the Aqua Jet, but I thought I could take one anyways. However, I outspeed anyways. That's awesome. It's going to take him out. So that Earthquake is just going to KO that thing. Alright, so he's going to go into Ferrothorn. Now, that's just a little threatening. I'm going to decide to go for the Earthquakes, because I really don't have anything to hit this Ferrothorn hard. I'm hoping, you know, maybe with Genesect, I could get a Bug Buzz and maybe 3-hit KO from half health or something. Now, he's a little bit scared about the Earthquake. I guess right, he predicted my switch, so he's going to go into Genesect. I go for the Earthquake. Alright. Now, Genesect has such a low amount of health. It doesn't have that great of defenses. I go for the Ice Shard. No! It doesn't quite KO. He lives with just a few hit points. That's a little disappointing. So he KOs with the Ice Beam. I'm going to go into my own Genesect, because I know that my Genesect, even if he decided to stay in to go for a speed tie, we're both Scarf, I could KO with the Ice Beam. I predicted him to switch into Gliscor, because, well, it was the U-turn was kind of obvious. So I went for the Ice Beam. That worked out pretty well. And that is a dead Gliscor. So, anyways, I'm going to send in Latias here. He's going to go for Spikes. I'm going to take some toxic damage as I go for a Dragon Pulse, just to see how much damage that will do. It does pretty much nothing. So I know I'm going to have to switch out into Genesect. It's my only hope of taking this Ferrothorn out, because it has the Bug Buzz. And with the Bug Buzz, it could probably get some decent neutral damage on it, I'm hoping. I mean, it's going to be a little bit of a stalwart where he's going to just keep going for Protect as I'm going to go for Bug Buzz. This turn, I'm going to actually hit my Bug Buzz as he's going to go for the Thunder Wave. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate, but Genesect doesn't mind it too much, other than the chance of Parahax, because I still outspeed his Ferrothorn thanks to the Choice Scarf. So, yeah, sitting at about 60% health, his Power Whips won't do that much. I can respect that, except I get a Parahax this turn, and he hits his Power Whip. Yeah, that's just sad. But he's sitting at half health. I'm hoping, you know, maybe I can get 3 Bug Buzzes off to KO. Goes for a Power Up, but he actually misses this time, which was kind of funny. He's just going to keep going for that Protect. I'm just going to keep trying to go for a Bug Buzz. Of course, I got to paralyze this turn as he gets off the Power Whip. He's going to be sitting at 120 HP now, hoping that he doesn't go for the Protect for whatever reason, but he does. Yeah, so I'm going to go for the Bug Buzz. Should be a 1 hit away from being KO'd. I think it is. Except he goes for a Protect. Does I get a Parahax? Ha, that was just kind of funny now. Anyways, Bug Buzz. Hopefully it's a KO, and it is. Thank goodness. Alright, so his last Pokemon's Genesect. It has just a few hit points. All I have to do is sack this Genesect, go into Manaphy, and just take a U-turn. That is pretty much all. So he just can't get a crit. He can't get a crit. With crit, he would win. Well, does he get a crit? Nope. So that's a good game, HydreigonMaster635. Very intense. It was fun SU. I will post a link to the SU tier rules in the description. Also, please check out HydreigonMaster635's channel. He's a very good channel. He posts Pokemon battles and other content too. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Rate, comment, and subscribe, Brobats, and peace out.